Using prioritized eating to deal with your hunger and your calories.
You gotta be so good that they can't ignore you, especially the ones that ain't done shit for you. Yeah, you know exactly what I mean. They stab you in the back and then they ask why you're bleeding. I don't trust words, I trust actions. I don't care what you heard, I'm not slacking.
My name is Alan Roberts. This is Every Damn Day Fitness. Thank you for tuning in. Please do share this video no matter what video platform you find it on. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. After you're done with that, go over to damncollective.com. That is where you can find all of our freestanding programs, but you can also find all of our services such as Damn Serenity Athletics, which is where there is pre-recorded yoga, HIIT, circuit, core classes, suspension system training classes, plus live classes every week of all those variety also. And you can find Damn Collective Coaching. That's where my wife, myself, and our team are in daily contact with individuals with weekly video conference calls. We help people change their lifestyles to a healthier one. We help people develop accountability skills and lifestyle habits that will bring them to or keep them at a healthier weight for the rest of their life. So you should check that stuff out. Prioritized eating is something we came up with for me at Damn Collective Coaching. It is to help with my cravings and my hunger, to stave off feelings of restriction, those sorts of things. But before we get to that, I wanted to once again, because I say this fairly fucking often, do not believe anything you see or hear in the fucking box you're looking at right now. Whether it be social media of Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, Twitter, fuck TikTok, but TikTok too, any of those fucking places. Before you believe, try anything you see or hear in this box. Research the principles of it, research the source data of it, try to do your own independent research, because a huge portion of getting healthy is not listening to people, it is teaching yourself how to be healthy. So before you believe anything, understand that what you see is not fucking real. I don't personally look this way all the fucking time. I can take the best takes I want. I can have the lighting I want. There's a huge ring light in front of me. I can take as many takes as I want. I can get a pump beforehand. I worked out for about an hour and a half before here. Lives of the people you see in these boxes are not applicable to your lives. I'm going to work out for a second time today. I have plenty of time. I work from home. Fitness professionals do not have the same life as you. So before you start anything that they do or take their advice on anything that they say, research yourself. Make sure you know what the fuck you are doing with your fucking body. Do not take anybody's word for it. It is your fucking body. Very fucking clearly. And before you start any type of new exercise or nutritional regimen, talk to your fucking doctor. Talk to your doctor to make it safe and applicable for you. Make sure you can and are physically able to do these things based off of you, because that is the thing. Everybody is different. Everybody is individualized. Now, what we do for me when it comes to prioritized eating is I wake up every day between 4 and 6 o'clock. Between 6 o'clock is normally the weekends, but between 4 and 5 o'clock, my eyes just pop open. I wake up. I drink 20 to 30 ounces of water, and then I have a cup of black coffee. I have reduced my coffee intake, and this is probably going to fucking upset some Dunkin' Donuts people, dramatically. 1 cup a day, 2 at most. I think I had a half a cup today. I drink 30 to 40 ounces of water as soon as I wake up. I come into the damn gym. It's Southwest Florida. It's about 110 degrees in here. And then I work out for about an hour and a half while I go through my social media. And then I actually try to do some fucking research about the shit that some stupid people fucking say. So I've worked out once for the day. My morning workout is normally just my dailies, some face pulls, body weight squats, push-ups, some light bench press, those sorts of things. That is what I do first workout of the day. If I work out a second time, it is a full workout based off of our series. Right now I'm testing out our Pull Push Legs Yoga program. Pull Push Legs Yoga is meant to be a late beginner, early intermediate, full body program based on pull push legs that gets more and more intense, but it also has a 30-minute and 60-minute yoga session each week. One is a power flow session and one is a restorative session every single week. So please do check that out, about 4 weeks. But I'll be testing that out later today. So what I'm doing is not really applicable to what a normal person does. I'm just being very clear, and you should be very clear about that, about all fitness professionals. All fitness professionals do fitness for a fucking living. Keep that in mind. So again, 30 to 40 ounces of water as soon as I wake up, come into the hot ass gym, work out for about an hour, then I go sit, do computer work, website work, client work, all sorts of work until I can work out later in the day, which is normally sometime in the mid-afternoon, which is even hotter in here. But my first meal is normally about noon, between noon and 2. And my first meal of the day is going to be very ketogenic in style. So we've already combined the process of intermittent fasting because I haven't eaten anything until about 12 or noon, and I've just filled up on water. As the morning has continued, I've continued to drink water. So since I sweat so much, and this is where it's individualized for me, since I sweat so much in my garage gym, normally twice a day, I take in about 2 gallons of water. Everybody should take in plenty of water. I understand people are like, I don't want to drink too much. Take your body weight and divide it in half. That is the number of body weight in pounds, and divide it in half. That is the number of ounces of water you should start with. And then if you sweat or have any type of physical activity, you should add 8 to 12 ounces for every half an hour you do that on too. And research that. Please go research that. It could be more for you, could be less for you, but please do not dehydrate yourself. So my first meal, I normally throw a piece of fish or a piece of steak onto the grill, and I literally eat just protein and healthy fats. I prioritize my essential amino acids and my essential fatty acids. I've prioritized these things because, you see, the thing is, I eat no carbohydrates until my later meal of the day. That's, again, prioritized eating. And I prioritize the things that are essential to my body, amino acids and proteins. There is no essential carbohydrates, none, zero. However, I do ingest carbohydrates in a day, so therefore that's why it's not ketogenic. Because I feel that when I try to avoid carbohydrates in total, I personally get a very strong feeling of restriction, and that is not a good way to be. So I don't, again, eat anything between my first meal and my second meal, and I'm not hungry. One of the best possible things about the ketogenic style diet is that it is very satiating. Protein and fats are normally very satiating. So I will go from my first meal having only about 10 to 12 ounces of protein, and I will be satiated most of the day, feeling very satiated most of the day. Till after my second workout, about 2 hours after that is when I eat dinner. And dinner is normally a prioritized meal that is made up of all the macronutrients. Again, and I released a video not too long ago about this, where I cook everything on the grill. Everything I've been eating is cooked from the grill. So I will throw on another piece of meat. I will throw some veggies on, whether it be cauliflower, Brussels sprouts, green beans, broccoli. I cook it right on the grill, and I cook potatoes on the grill normally. Normally sweet potatoes, but I've cooked white potatoes on the grill too. And the portion size on my plate for my evening meal looks like this. This much protein, this much veggies, this much carbohydrates. Again, non-processed carbohydrates. Non-processed, no matter what. Even if you don't cook it on a grill, even if it's rice, that's fine. But I don't eat any processed carbohydrates at all. I try to stay away from fried food too. Now, when I eat that meal, I eat it in a prioritized fashion also. I prioritize the essential amino acids, the protein first, and then I prioritize vegetables because they have the fiber and they have a bunch of micro and macronutrients that I need. And then I prioritize my carbohydrates last. And I normally take in, I don't even really guard it. The potato can be the size of my fist or whatever. I don't really gear how many carbohydrates I take in, but that is the only time I take in carbohydrates in the day. That is it. And I take in almost no processed food. I drink almost no calories unless it is one of my reward meals that I give myself once every week or two, and that's normally when we go out to dinner, and I will normally have a beer or a drink or something like that, and I'll eat whatever kind of I want. I'll even eat some processed sugar occasionally as a dessert, but I only do that as a way to make sure that I don't feel super restricted to cause myself to want to eat everything in the house, because if you feel like you can never have something, you tend to really want that thing, or at least that's for me. And again, this needs to be applicable to you as you see yourself. These are just some principles that we use at Damn Collective Coaching to help me and many of our clients. Now, the important thing that I remind myself after every time I have a reward meal is that is my time to have reward. I don't let that carry over into the next day, and I normally make sure there's extra preparation for the next day. Like I make sure my water that I'm going to drink first thing in the morning is right there. I want to drink a lot of water because normally if I eat something more of indulgence that is higher inflammatory, and I'm trying to keep my inflammatory levels very, very down, which is again the reason why there's no processed carbohydrates, no processed meats, that sort of thing. I am keeping my inflammation as low as humanly possible to make sure that my joints can recover quickly from a lot of workouts that I'm doing. Now again, and I do preface this, prioritized eating is something we use for me in this fashion. It can work for just about everybody. And I'm not telling you to skip breakfast. If you are one of those people that just has to have breakfast, I do suggest that you try to have something that does not trigger your body to have some sort of glycemic response where you're all of a sudden going to be craving food. When you start the day off with something sweet, you're going to want sweets all day. What I have found, what works for me personally, is that I can prioritize my fluid in the morning. I can prioritize my hydration first thing in the day and get some physical activity. That works for me. And then with my first meal, I can prioritize my healthy fats and my amino acids, my protein. That works very much for me. It keeps me satiated throughout the entire rest of the day. I don't really get hungry until I'm actually cooking the next meal, which is an odd thing that may just be me. You can tell me in the comment section below. I don't fucking know. But I wanted to preface this. This is a good tool to use for people like me. You need to find out what works for you. Please make sure to talk to your fucking doctor first to make sure it is safe for you. And let me know what you think. These are just my 2 cents. Check with what works for you first, because my life is not yours. Your life is yours. You just need to make the best of it as you fucking can. And that's my 2 cents. My name's Alan Roberts. Hit me up on Instagram at AlanRobertsADF. Hit me up on Twitter to be fit. Also on Facebook at Everyday Fitness. On the internet at damncollective.com. God damn.